we're going to do some simple exercise today, but very different from what you've tried before. We want to start to work with the diaphragm. So we want to get that sensation of urge to breathe. And an easy way to do that is doing repetitive dives with very short surface time. Because then you build up CO2 and you don't really have time to catch your breath and gas off, get all the CO2 out, and then you start again. You still have plenty of oxygen because you're breathing before every dive, but it's so short that you don't have enough time to get rid of all the CO2.
I see how it works.
So the trigger for the breathing is actually CO2. Many people think it's low levels of oxygen, but the strongest trigger for the human breath is CO2, so you'll understand that today. I want to start with a relaxation exercise today, but we do it a little bit differently. So we will do breath holding, kind of like we did this morning with the pranayama. So we do the breath hold, the pause, and instead of when we have been carrying each other around and nourishing and doing this mothering kind of thing, we will do it like a massage and really to loosen up the body, but while breath holding. So it's really to get into the completely relaxed state during breath holding, and then it also functions as a massage. So I'll try first with the Boris, and I don't even need to put the mask on. So you take we're going to do like a minute and a half breath hold. So just breathe for, there we go. And then you kind of you can either talk like, that's good, relax your shoulders. So we just do it like an active massage while it's also benefiting the relaxation in the breath hold. So you see that the neck is relaxed, that looks good. Should always just be really relaxed in this area. Sometimes I drip a little bit of water. So this is the key point right here. Then the shoulders are really good and relaxed, you see that already. And then you feel the arms and the joints, and he's very relaxed. Then you go to the fingers, feel the joints. Then you can move a little bit down to the legs, depending on if you have a wetsuit on or whatever, but just feel that everything's relaxed. And he's very relaxed, so this is good. So then you can just move him around a little bit, like you're rocking in the sea. So it's just kind of doing an active warm-up breath hold, but also with a massage. So it's kind of combining. And then he's I think he can take about half a minute more or something. He's very relaxed. You see the back here, everything is nice. So it's not about doing a long breath hold, because it's not about stressing the system. It's about getting into the dive mode, dive response, and then getting an active massage. And then when he wants to, he can just start to come back here and set his feet down and come up. Wonderful.
You wear that smile so nicely.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that, and we'll just do like 1 minute breath holds, 1.5 minutes, because it's not about doing a long breath hold, it's about getting into a relaxed state. But this will also teach you, if you do it a few times, to get into the relaxed state quickly. That's what it's all about. When you do breath holding and relaxation, the more you train it, the faster you can access that level of deep relaxation. And if you do a lot of free diving, if you go into competitive free diving, obviously you want to access this deep state as soon as possible. You don't want to be waiting 2.5 minutes. Oh, now I'm relaxed. You want to have like a switch. Chew. So
I missed that segment in Greenland where you were doing that.
yeah, that's when I'm sitting there breathing.
Wow.
Before that, yeah, and I just go into that zone. So the more you practice it, it becomes a conditioned response. So let's try that. I'll do it with Boris. We do it all around here.
That's where you don't hear anything and you
Just everything becomes changed.
Yeah.
The sounds disappear and everything. So let's do that here.
So we're gonna do consecutive, repetitive.
No,
breath holds, or-
just one each now. So you'll
Oh,
do it
okay.
with me, and you can do it with
Okay.
Chris.
go.
That's fine, and you can do one together, and then we just shift. So I can do one more with you if you want. It's nice, and then I go after.
Okay.
So we just do like a minute and a
diver
half
down.
each. So let's do
we're
that.
gonna do
So
3
breathe up is about 10 seconds. You don't need to sit and think about it for like 30 seconds. So let's start. 2 or 3 good, nice nose breathing, and then we go. So it's also about putting good intentions and good energy into your partner, really feeling that he's relaxed. So always touch in a nice and slow way. So it's not just the body feedback. We have done also the body check. This is really going into the muscles and feeling that it's relaxed, and then going into a deeper state of relaxation. If you feel like the shoulders need a little bit of movement, oh, he's very relaxed. That's wonderful. Yeah, you can just kind of gently rock him and yeah, like that. That's very nice. And when you're in the water, I mean, you guys can hear me, I know that, so it's kind of, I try to imagine that I'm lying over the water, like feeling I'm heavy in a good way, a good relaxed, lazy heaviness into the water. So that really makes my body completely absorb into the water and relax. And when you're about ready, you can just start to come back. Put your feet under yourself and come out, and just with that smile on your face. Excellent. Yeah. That's it. Good?
Yep.
Let's shift. So just breathe for 5 to 10 seconds.
That was so not relaxing.
There we go.
Stig is definitely relaxed.
Oh, you took an extra turn.
Enjoyed it so much. Good. I definitely want to get this sense of the oxygen with the CO2 buildup.
Yeah, well, we'll do that next.
Yeah.
But you need to take a quick turn with Chris. You didn't get under, or
I'll be all right.
you're staying up? All right. Okay, we'll do the. Are you gonna do the dives or not?
We'll see. I'm not sure.
No?
I'm not sure.
Not feeling it today.
No, but we'll see.
Oh, we're not going long dives.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Just so I know. Then you'll be the safety. Okay. So let's do that, and we'll just do them together. I'll explain it first, because that's the last we're going to do. So we'll do this, you call them CO2 tables sometimes. CO2 tables or CO2 training or hypercapnic training. You have a lot of CO2, high levels of CO2. And what it does is not only that it triggers the breathing reflex, it also makes you prepared to dive with higher levels of CO2. So it's also a very good way of becoming accustomed to higher levels. Also, if you're an elite swimmer, do triathlon, when you do the turns at the end of the pool, you go longer under the water, and you build a lot of CO2 because your muscles are producing CO2. The CO2 is produced, it's the waste product, so to speak. And when you're underwater, when you don't breathe in, you can't get rid of it. So especially when you do breath hold diving, it just builds up. And CO2 is the trigger. That's giving this jerking feeling in the diaphragm that we call them contractions. So this little jump in the diaphragm, this urge to breathe, is triggered by CO2. The oxygen levels are still plenty high. I mean, they're high enough to keep you conscious, but that's also one reason why you should not hyperventilate. So you blow off that top CO2 and the bell, this alarm will ring much later. Maybe the O2 has dropped below the line of staying conscious and you black out. So that's why you should never do hyperventilation. And hyperventilation is not going to make you a better diver or make longer dives. That's just what people think. Because if you're a beginner, it's not very pleasant to get the contractions, so you cheat by moving that feeling. That urge to breathe comes later, but it hits you like a hammer. It does, yeah, you know, you'll try it. So what you gain in the beginning of, oh, it's nice and comfortable, you pay in the end like double price. And the dive time in total is not going to be longer because you're not changing the oxygen levels, and the oxygen level is what determines when you quit the dive, when it's really at the end, when you black out. But mentally, if you're not prepared and you stop the dive before, it's because it was a mental trigger. You got the urge to breathe, but the oxygen level was still high enough to keep you clear and conscious, but your mind gave up. So for a real long dive, for a professional free diver, it's all about when you hit that wall of the oxygen level becoming so low that you can maintain normal motor skills and the nervous system cannot function anymore. The brain shuts down. That's why it's called the blackout. So
Hibernation mode.
yeah, exactly. It's protection. So it's good. Blackout is good. You know, blackout is like the computer. It's saving energy. It goes into like idle. It's hibernation. And you can stay there for quite a while because everything's shut down. Then you wake up again when your body grabs you and brings you back. If you're with a body, that's why you should never dive alone. So let's do a table of 5 dives. And it's not going to be difficult, so don't be nervous, you know, but you will certainly feel the diaphragm start to move. And they're all different for different people, but for the sake of easiness, I think we'll just do the same table today. And then you can always go home and tailor make and experiment and find what's good for you. So, and you can just stop if it's too difficult, or you know, that's your limit. Like in the pranayama, if you do the pause too long or hold your breath too long on empty lungs, it's difficult. So then you pass your limit. But I think we'll just do it in such a way that we do 1 minute dives, which is easy, right? For all of us, 1 minute is okay. So we do 1 minute dives, and then we breathe for, let's see how many dives we're going to do.
5 or so.
Yeah, okay, let's do 5 dives. So in 1 minute, 1 minute dive in each. And we do 20 seconds to breathe and get down again in the first one. I'll probably stay up. I want to do it with you, but we got a safety diver, so I could stay up, but I want to time it for you guys. So I'll tell you, make a signal underwater. So go down 1 minute, come up again. 20 seconds time to breathe. Go down again, come up 15 seconds. Go down again, 10 seconds. Go down again, 5 seconds. And last one is my favorite that I kind of invented. I don't see many people using it. You come up, take a breath and go down. So it's like 0 seconds.
Each one's a minute?
Yeah. Fun stuff.
We shall try.
All right. Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Everybody's happy up there? You're happy with the framing, or are they too far away in the sun, or? Yeah. Here. This is better, like now?
They always want us out of the sun.
Okay, so I'll just wrap it up quickly.
Should we be holding
Yeah.
hands?
Okay, I'll wrap it up just again quickly now here. Okay, so what? Okay, you ready? Here we go. We'll do a great exercise now, CO2 table, or getting used to high levels of CO2. We do 5 dives, 1 minute each. Time will be smaller and smaller to prepare for each dive, meaning that you don't have time to get rid of the CO2, but you have plenty of oxygen, okay? It's not that difficult, but you can try when you get home to find what's the right pace for you. But CO2 is what triggers the breathing reflex. It's not really low oxygen levels like people think, so hyperventilation and all this stuff doesn't help. Okay? We start in 30 seconds, so just get ready.
Oh, you're going first? Or all of
You're
us?
going all together. And it's a quick training. It's just 5 minutes plus a little break, so it's an easy training. I used to do 8 dives in a row when I do tables. 8 dives with CO2 or oxygen, low oxygen. 15 seconds,
Usually do them dry. Yeah?
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Relax your shoulders, relax your face, your neck, your tongue, little smile on your face.
It kind of looks like what I had. The same thing. Oh, no, please don't. Please don't. No. It's not. No,
Doing good, 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. 20 seconds to breathe. 15 seconds to next. 10 seconds. Just relax, breathe with the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Relax your shoulders. Looking good. Relax your face. 10 seconds. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, nice and easy. Start in 10 seconds and be precise. Okay, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You're doing great. I might have made this too easy for you all. You're good students. 10 seconds to go. Just 2 dives left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds, so get breathing, get to know your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. doing fantastic. You're doing great. 10 seconds on this dive, easy peasy. You're all here. And then it's just one breath. So you exhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and go down again. Only one breath. Okay.
I can probably hold my breath for 20 seconds if I don't think about it, never think about it. I can go and I'm like, growing up, and dad. Adjusting to life without my parents in the area.
Oh, they move?
Yeah. Not so happy about it.
Only 10 seconds left. You're all doing incredible. I'm proud of you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember the smile. That's it. Welcome back. How was that?
That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually CO2 tables kick my butt.
Yeah, well, this one wasn't that tough either with a 1 minute dive and quite long. It's when you go into 2 minutes, 2.5, 3, then you really build up the CO2, but still, did you have some contractions?
I felt a little like kick, and then I could count my heartbeats,
Yeah.
which I couldn't do before.
Anybody else? Few contractions?
I didn't get any.
No?
I feel things, but I wouldn't call it a contraction. Like
A little
I felt like a
tension.
little muscle twitch there.
Yeah, no, I mean in the diaphragm, if the,
I felt a
no.
little tension, but
Yeah. But it's also because we made it very short, but that's also the point. You needed to be successful and try this.
Right.
If I'd done like 3 or 4 minutes, it's even 2.5 minutes, you build up so much CO2 that it's tough to do just 3 dives. So you have to find your own personal limit. It's like the pranayama, you want to find what's good for you and the limit. So, but we can,
Challenging but not hard, right?
yeah. But let's take a last dive then we were kind of finishing now, but just to have some fun. And you will feel contractions now. I can promise you that. This is what I do with the biggest, these big wave surfers, the best in the world. Greg Long and Courtney Conlock. All these guys. Chuck Patterson, I've been training some of these crazy good surfers. And this is one of the exercises that I've done with them, and it's very, very efficient and powerful, and it's also very mentally challenging. So you should not do it if you don't know what you're doing or just with some beginners. But here it's shallow and we can do it, and we've been training for a few days now, free diving and breath hold diving, so we can do it. So we're just in pairs, but it's because I want to give you this feeling of urge to breathe, because it's the best way to control fear and control anxiety is to get into the diaphragm and really feel what it is, and then still keep going, because that builds a lot of self-confidence. Okay, this exercise is really easy. It's an empty long dive. We go to the bottom of the pool, which is not too deep here. It should not, be too deep. That's dangerous. You can spit blood and squeeze your lungs. So we do it right here, and we have one guy holding the foot on the other guy. We will sink. When we empty the lungs, we will all sink, but I don't want you all to be down at the same time, because it needs to be a little bit more controlled. So we'll go down. Another guy has the foot on the back, and then you can also feel when the contractions come. All right?
You want us to lay face down.
Face down, yeah. You just blow out the air, but all air. It's not just like a passive exhale, it's a forced exhale. So it's not just, it's all the air. Sink down, let your friend hold the foot on your back, and then you stay down, and then when the contractions come, you keep working. Right?
Some friend.
And then, of course, you come out when it's too much, or your friend can watch you, right? So
Alright.
don't push it like crazy. But it looks like this, just so you can put your foot on my back, and I'll just stay down for, I don't know, a minute or so, but just till I
18.
feel a few contractions. So you just blow out.
This might take a little while.
Not for us. Sure. Oh, come on. Yeah, empty lung died.
I would have had him already.
I was doing empty lungs in Singapore in a 4-meter pool, staying for a minute.
It's a long time. An empty.
Can you feel it?
Problem was I was by myself.
You can drown in a teacup if you're by yourself. Did you feel something?
There's a good one, yeah. That's got the good one. Just settle.
So you get the point?
Yes.
Go down, stay calm, have that friend hold the foot. So this is the last but also a little bit extreme exercise we're doing, okay? This is the last for this session. All right. Nice and easy. It's not much to think about. Just exhale all the air, go down, and we start. Yeah, simple.
You're gonna keep your foot on me?
Oh, I can do it on you, yeah. All right, we're ready. Just go maybe here next to each other, so we all go this way. Yeah, that's better so we don't crash into each other. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Oh my, yeah, exactly.
As he steps more fully on his back.
We do that regularly. Yeah. If you haven't tried it. You see, I only said one contraction, right? Like have a contraction.
So you're uncomfortable.
I think he did more partial lung. He didn't really force the exhale.
Can you
He's
feel
floating.
those contractions?
Yeah. Well, he was still letting air out as he dropped. He was partial lung, not empty lung.
Good.
Can't see that smile.
There it is.
I didn't see many contractions.
No, but
You could feel the twitch. Yeah, but it was not like bad with Boris
No,
and
it
with me as well. It's
didn't
more,
have a.
it's more intense. All right.
When it came, it came.
Yeah. Let's try again. Next.
You can't deny it.
Same
I'll
person,
just take one.
different switch?
No, we take the other one, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't
It's
know.
the
if
last
you-
dive. You can take one more.
Yeah, that hurts.
That was good.
Take it easier as you do it.
I kind of want to do another one.
I do too.
Let's see the smile. Yeah.
Everybody wants to go again.
Yeah, we want to go.
Everybody wants to go again. Well, we kind of finished, but last dive then because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
All right. So you can all go at the same time and be in a circle, and I'll watch you. And the good thing is you don't need a weight belt when you exhale. So go in a circle, you come here a little bit, and I'll be taking a few little photos, and I'll watch you all. So 3, 2, 1, enjoy.
he's just going pranayama, pranayama, pranayama.
All right. I like this.
You happen to get mine? Oh, that's
Well, that's a wrap. That's it. All right. Thank you, Stieg. Welcome.
Stieg.
Woo! Well, let's get a little pair for everyone since it's light. A nice, just a 10 seconds. Since it's the last one. What they felt, what we have, or what it was. Or